Hey everyone, my name is Anne-Marie from Hello Basque. Welcome to the Hello Basque YouTube channel where every week I'm talking about different things having to do with the Basque Country. Today's video is all about the Basque province of Lower Navarre. Basically, I'm doing a series of videos all highlighting the different 7 provinces of the Basque Country. And so today, I'm talking about the province where my dad comes from. What qualifies me to talk about the different Basque provinces? I'm from the United States, but my father is from the Basque Country, so I grew up in the Basque diaspora. So with that came some knowledge about the Basque Country, but also I've been visiting the Basque Country every few years my entire life. So I'm not a big historical researcher or anything. I'm just a person who kind of knows some things about the Basque Country, and I'm just trying to share that with you. So Lower Navarre is what my dad calls his province. In English, it's called Lower Navarre. I think the official Basque term these days is Nafarroa Beherea, something like that, or Nafarroa. And in French, it's Basque Navarre. And I say in French because this province is in Iparralde, the Northern Basque Country, also known as the French Basque Country. So technically, this section of the Basque Country is in France, in the département of Pyrénées-Atlantiques. So the département just in the southwest corner of France. And it's right in the middle. There's 3 provinces on the French side, and Basque Navarre, Lower Navarre is right in the middle. What is it known for? The most famous place, I would say, in this province would be a small town. My whole life I thought it was a big city, but no, it's actually a really small town called Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. In Basque, Doni-Bani-Garasi. Some people call it Saint John Pied de Port, but in French it's Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. And this is most famous because this is where the French way of St. James Way, the Camino de Santiago, it technically kind of starts in Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. That's like the town before you cross over the Pyrenees Mountains down across the border into Roncesvalles. So that's kind of day 1 of the Camino de Santiago if you're doing the most famous route. So if you're not familiar with the Way of St. James, it's a medieval Catholic pilgrimage all the way to Santiago de Compostela, which is in Galicia, northwestern Spain. So for hundreds of years, people have been crossing over the Pyrenees Mountains using this as a stopping point, Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port. But also a famous person who used Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port as a stopping point and a way of crossing over the mountains was Emperor Napoleon himself. He marched his army over the mountains when he was going into the Iberian Peninsula to invade during the Napoleonic Wars, or I think they call that section of wars the Peninsular Wars. But basically the road that the Camino de Santiago uses to go over the Pyrenees Mountains, it's known as La Route de Napoléon, so Napoleon's road. So my dad's house that he grew up in is really close to there, and so he was always really proud that growing up he was always told that was the road that Napoleon and his army crossed over. This section of the Basque Country is really rural, agricultural. It's mountainous in the southern side. It's beautiful. And so as a tourist, I think it's always worth going into. It's most easily traveled by car just because since it's mostly rural communities, there's not a lot of public transportation connections to larger cities. There's a train and there's some buses, but it's much easier with a car. So it's a beautiful place to visit. I highly recommend it. Mostly gets tourists in the summer and it gets pilgrims year round, but definitely peaks in summer. So Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port is a really interesting case. Doni-Bani-Garasi, because if you go in the summer on market day, it is packed. There's so much going on, and you go in the winter, it's locals only, just farmers selling their food, that's it. No souvenirs, no little tourist train going through the town, that's it. But it's the section of the Basque Country where I feel most at home because it's the Basque province where my family is from and still lives. So I'm a big fan, and that's why I start this series of videos with Lower Navarre, Basque Navarre, Lower Navarre. Oh, I should mention it's called Lower Navarre because historically, in the past, it was part of the Kingdom of Navarre, which was a medieval kingdom that spread over kind of southwestern France and some of northern Spain. of today's territory. So yeah, it still gets the name of Navarre. Those are just some of the things off the top of my head I can think to say about this Basque province, but if you have anything you want to contribute to this discussion, I'm very happy for you to leave a comment. I figure people might be searching for this information if they have family from this Basque province, or maybe they're trying to visit it and learn more about it. So definitely in the comments, like, keep that in mind. Maybe things those people might want to know that I haven't covered in this video. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in. And if you're curious to learn more about the Basque Country, check out my other videos. I'm posting new videos every Thursday all about the Basque Country. So definitely subscribe if that interests you. And in the meantime, you can follow me at Hello Basque on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, talking more about Basque things over there too. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.